Paul was sitting in his cell. He figured he might as well get used to being behind these bars, he thought. The state was charging him. He couldn't escape it. Paul peeked his head out from his cell and noticed that all of the guards were gone except for one.
Hey, guard.
Yeah?
What's going on? Where are all the guards?
They're sent to the protests.
What protests?
I guess they're responding to the report from that journalist who was murdered.
Megan?
I don't know what her name is, but it's getting big now.
Paul sat back in his cell. He felt a lift in his spirit. Paul and Megan helped each other to achieve the goal of getting her interview to the public. However, the interview was forgotten. Meg died and Paul was in jail. They both suffered from their mission, but Paul felt good knowing that it all didn't go to waste.
It's happening?
Yeah, I got my connections in Asia. They agreed to come over to build the refineries and train the workers. I'm paying them a lot of money from my own pocket, so the country won't be accumulating any debt.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Usually it will take a couple of years, but since we don't need to get the permits or approvals, plus we're thinking of using some of these buildings here for the factory, it'll be a lot shorter.
What are we going to do about the education system?
I don't know. To be honest, Miriam, I don't want the same style of education that is used in the West. Yes, it's more advanced, but it's outdated. We'll have to teach them about working in the factories.
We won't teach them that at a young age. We'll have that set up post-high school. Mr. Jimmy, if we change our school system from the rest of the world, then how are we going to train our teachers? We need our teachers to be well educated.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. A teacher's job isn't to know a lot about the subject. The teacher's job is to make the student interested in the subject. I learned about business and finance by myself. Not from school, because I eventually got interested in it. If I was interested in it in school, I would have learned a lot. But I wasn't interested because my teachers were bad salesmen. We shouldn't teach the educators how to teach the subject. We teach them how to sell the subject.
You're thinking of teaching them sales, but they still need to know about the subject they're teaching.
When I was growing up, I used to sell windows. I didn't know much about the windows. I didn't need to. My job wasn't to tell the customer about what material they made the windows with. My job was to convince my client why they needed it. Listen, once a kid is interested in something, they don't need advanced teaching or to have the best teachers in the world. They'll find out about it themselves. When I was growing up, I loved hockey. I could tell you the history of the NHL, leading scorers, top prospects. I knew everything up and down about the sport. I didn't need Wayne Gretzky to come and tell me about it. I figured it out myself because I was fascinated by it. I'll bring in some sales training. They'll do a good job.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, ma'am. We are friends of Deshaun. Do you know where he is?
I haven't seen that boy for a long time. How you even know my address?
We used to play with D when we were youngins.
My brain too old to think that hard. I only remember today and yesterday. Deshaun is my son, but I told him time and time again to focus on school, get an education, be an athlete, do anything else than spend time with them thugs on the street. But he ain't listen.
D can be like that.
What are you? Are you one of them thugs causing trouble around this neighborhood? Getting my boy in all sorts of trouble? You want to be gangsta-ass niggas, and you think popping caps is the way to do it? The most gangsta shit you can do is make money the real way and get out of this place for real and take your mamas with you.
We're just with D. We his homies.
Well, your homie ain't here. Goodbye.
Deshaun's mom slammed the door shut.
You think she lying?
Don't know.
We should come back tonight. Keep an eye on her. See if Alex is round here.
She telling the truth. D told me him and his moms always had problems.
Where the fuck else do we look? If he ain't at his crib or his mom's, where else he be?
We'll keep looking. If we can't find him, we'll be back here again.
The Monkey King report from the deceased journalist Megan Petrillo on The Bill Shea Show may have been a hoax. We now turn to our reporter Jen with more.
Yes, thank you, Ken. The original report states wild and baseless claims, such as that the government was backing and even participating inside the Monkey King, using it to commit these treasonous acts. However, many have come out, including the former boss of Megan Petrillo. Bill Shea himself has stated, Megan had a lot of mental problems. We tried our best to help her through her mental crisis and breakdowns, but she couldn't be helped. Other close friends of hers have made similar claims.
And what about the reveal that she was a Monkey King member the whole time?
Yes, through a very sophisticated investigation, we have now confirmed that Megan Petrillo was a member of the Monkey King, hence why she knew where they lived when she interviewed them.
A mentally ill person in the Monkey King? What a shocker. But Jen, I guess one thing we can learn from this experience is that misinformation can spread fast and can have a great negative impact of our society and democracy. Perhaps the next fake story comes along, we will be more on our toes, so to speak.
I agree, Ken. I love the passion that the protesters showcase, but unfortunately, they are angry at the wrong people when they should be angry at the liars and barbarians from the Monkey King, including Megan Petrillo herself.
They're catching on. They know we have undercover spies in the Bill Shea show. How long until they find out we have spies everywhere?
They didn't find out about the spies. Megan wasn't a part of our group. She was just a part of our plan. It's a lie, or at least an intended lie to the public, but they are correct. They just have the wrong person.
So we're good?
We're good. I haven't seen anything that would set off alarm bells in the newsroom.
What about Bill?
He just hides in his room. I'm pretty sure I saw some high-level people enter his office, though. Nothing unexpected.
Could you get to Bill, convince him to retract his statements?
That ship has sailed long ago, but I could try.
The protests are working. We're back on track again, but this new bullshit propaganda piece is throwing us back.
We just need the protests to keep going. Create some online accounts calling bullshit on the new report about Megan. I'll try to get some Monkey King members on the ground to join the protest and start a chant saying like, "You can't fool us," or "Your lies won't work." Just something to send a message to the world.
That's a good plan. I'll be in contact with some of our influencers and political commentators. They'll come into support.
This is it. This is the turning point. I can feel it.
Paul was in the common area of the jail.
So you're the assassin.
What?
Well, you're in here for killing Ziegler, aren't you?
Yeah, except I didn't kill Ziegler.
No, that kid Alex Nielsen did. But apparently you worked with him or something.
I wasn't working with him.
Well, either way, you're fucked. There's no way they're going to let you go free.
Believe me, I know.
The news appeared on the TV.
So how do we know that Megan Petrillo of the Bill Shea show was a Monkey King member?
Paul turned his attention towards the TV.
After deep investigation into her story, it was the only logical explanation. I mean, consider this. We have our best minds who dedicated themselves in finding the headquarters of the Monkey King, and this low-level journalist finds it on her own. The only explanation was that she was working for the Monkey King, and further investigations have proven this to be correct.
Shit.
What's going on?
That's bullshit. I know how she found the Monkey King. I need to speak to somebody.
Alex saw his fellow Monkey King members leaving the compound.
What's everyone doing?
We got some orders from the outside. Josh has a plan for some of us.
What's the plan?
We don't know yet, but you can't come, though.
Why not?
You're on a wanted list, Alex. What do you think?
So what? I gotta hide here for the rest of my life?
I guess so. Unless you want to turn yourself into the government and tell them it was just a part of our plan.
Alex turned to Ava.
Do you know anything about this?
No, nobody told me anything. I'm guessing it's something that doesn't require us.
I'm starting to think a lot of things don't require us.
Alex approached Sarah.
Sarah, where is everyone going?
They're joining the protests at the inner city. We're going to try to get more people involved. We got a message from one of our undercover people to infiltrate the movement, steer it in a certain direction.
Isn't that what the FBI is doing to us? Which is what the whole protest is about in the first place?
Exactly, which is why we got to do the same.
But if the FBI is here spying on us, that means they know our plans. They know you're trying to infiltrate the protest.
Yes, which is why everyone doesn't know what we're doing. They'll find out once we bring them there. I'm telling you this because I know you're not a spy.
But why these people? Why not the whole group? But why these people? Why not the whole group?
We're a big group, Alex. We spanned across the country. Each does their own part. Many do operations without any knowledge of other Monkey King members. Many do operations right now that we have no idea. These are just the ones that we feel best for what we're doing.
Sales? Why sales? We are teachers.
Right. But listen, if we were to do the traditional way of teaching, we would have to teach you several of these subjects that would take too long. You'll have to learn about the subject you're teaching, but not as much that is normally required. The main focus is to sell the subject, get the students interested, and they'll do the rest.
How would we know if they are progressing? I mean, if we don't know the subject that well, we'll have no way of knowing.
When they do tests and assignments, you'll have the answers. And remember, we'll make sure you'll know enough. As far as the students go, we're going to put them through a study first to find out their preferred way of learning.
That sounds like too much work for something that won't make a difference.
What do you mean?
The average IQ in this country and other countries in Africa is not high. The teaching methods aren't the problem, it's the natural IQ of the people.
Did you know that sharks are older than trees?
What?
Sharks are older than trees. They've been around on Earth longer than trees have. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, now you do. Look, you just got a little smarter. You didn't know something before, and now you do. Amazing, right? Maybe the average IQ of the citizens is low, but that doesn't mean they can't get a little smarter. Maybe it just means a different teaching method is needed. At a certain age, we'll put the kids through a study to find their preferred way of learning a subject. From then on, you'll teach them in that direction.
We're going to have 20 to 30 people in a classroom teaching each student a different method. That's just simply too much.
If it's too much, then you don't have to teach. But the extra effort is the new requirement. Believe it or not, the future of the country is in your classrooms. Right now, from this time forward, you are patriots of the country, and believe me, it will not go unrewarded. The student's knowledge of the subject will be put to the test, which would dictate how much you'll get rewarded. If you want high pay as a teacher, you'll have to earn it through your students.
So, what is the process then? First, we need to learn to sell, but then we're going to put each kid in a study to evaluate their learning ability. If we found out what their best way to learn is, then why learn sales?
Sales is to get them interested in the subject. If they're interested in the subject, then they'll learn about it outside of the school. We need to encourage learning, and the only way to do that is to get them interested. Listen, we need to be a nation of smart people. Your job is to make them smart. My job is to make them stay.
The streets were packed. Chants and screaming insults filled the air. Handmade signs and pictures were hoisted and waved for the cameras to see. As the protests started to grow, more guards showed up, more policemen, more aggression. The intensity was bubbling up like boiling water on the verge of spilling over on the stovetop.
Your tricks won't work. We know the truth. We want accountability. We want...
Suddenly, the chants stopped. The signs were dropped to the ground. The protesters started to separate. Deshawn's mom was eating. Hamburger helper. It was cheap, easy to make, and she didn't have anyone else to care for, so health wasn't a concern. She just sat on her couch watching reruns of her favorite TV shows. It was her favorite part of the day, or at least the only good part.
What you want now? I told you Deshawn ain't here.
Jamar and Scooter barged through the door.
Shut your mouth, bitch.
Scooter pointed his pistol towards her face, moving her through the entrance of her home to the kitchen.
Keep an eye on her. I'ma search the house.
He's not here. I swear, I don't know where he is.
Shut your ass up.
I can't find him. Don't think he's here. That don't mean you off the hook.
Jamar turned the TV up. The volume was so high they could barely hear themselves talk.
You seen Deshawn?
No, I swear.
He contact you? Anybody contact you?
No.
She started crying.
I don't know. I don't know where he is. I don't know anything about him. I haven't seen my son in years. I worry about him every day. I say he out my life, but he's still in my heart, and yet I don't know anything about him. I can't find him. I don't know him.
She was weeping.
I'm his mother, and I can't find him.
If she can't find him, how we gonna find his ass?
He have any friends? Anybody you know who know him?
Moby. I haven't seen Moby for a while, but he knew Deshawn.
Shit.
Who Moby?
A snitch. A snitch that Deshawn killed. That's right, ma'am. Your son is a killer. He killed Moby. It was his job, just like our job is to find your son. If we find him, you'll never see him again, but don't worry. We'll tell him that you still miss him.
You thugs. You no good thug motherfuckers.
Do we take her out?
Nah, she ain't gonna tell anybody. Come on, let's find D.
At WinLow, we are the most advanced and influential marketing company in the world. We help everyone use this. Your competitors use us because we are the only ones who can advance their careers.
Isn't that a conflict of interest? Your group is helping out my competitors, then you have inside scoops to share with each other to negatively or positively affect each candidate.
We don't see it that way, Dan. Think of it as competition within the workplace being WinLow. You are running against your rivals, and I am running against your rival's campaign manager, who is also my coworker. If you win, I win more money than him or her, and the other way around if we lose.
So how do you want to go about this?
Well, we have plans because you are running in the state of Virginia. It is in your best interest to be friendly with the intelligence agencies.
Excuse me?
The intelligence agencies are based in Virginia. It's basically the second headquarters of the country behind Washington. The great thing is that the members over in Langley aren't running for any election. We'll get cozy with them and they'll help your campaign. We can get you a relationship with them without even meeting with them.
I'm competing with Lauren Hauser. She's been in bed with the intelligence agencies for a long time. Not just them, but Wall Street as well. If I try to play the be best friends with the deep state game, I'm already losing by a long shot. My best chance of winning is to cater to the voters, not the donors.
Dan, you don't need to look at our resume to know that we know what we're doing.
Yeah, I just don't know.
How about this? To get to know us a little better, how about we take you out for dinner with more of our team to get you a better understanding of what we do? Does that sound good?
Sure.
Great. There's a great restaurant and bar. Here's the address. Come there tonight.
Can we do tomorrow night? I'm quite busy tonight.
Yeah, I guess that could work. We'll see you there, Dan.
Deshaun was hiding in a vacant building. He knew he was in danger. Every noise he heard, no matter how small or how far into the distance, made him get to his feet and look out the window. The paranoia was consuming him. The regret was consuming him. He should have killed Alex. He should have never met him. He shouldn't have helped him kill his mom's mugger. He should have never got involved in drug dealing. Deshaun tried to get control of his thoughts. He couldn't keep doing this. Nothing can be done. What happened, happened. This is the situation he put himself in, and now he has to get himself out of it. He was going over the options in his head. He couldn't join another gang. He thought about going to the police, but it wouldn't help if they knew he was friends with Alex. But he knew he couldn't hide out forever, especially in a vacant building. Deshaun knew what he needed. He needed money, and there was only one place he knew that had a lot of it: the corner on Monhill. Nick arrived back at the newsroom. He bypassed his coworkers and marched straight into Bill's office.
Nick, ever heard of knocking? What the hell you doing here?
Why did you do that segment on Megan? You know what you said was complete horseshit?
You don't know what you're talking about.
The topic is Meg. I knew her better than anyone here. Everything you said was a lie and you're not even denying it. Of course you aren't, because you know I know the truth.
What do you want from me, Nick? Write another segment of how I was just kidding and she was actually just a normal person?
Yes, that's exactly what you should do.
You don't know a goddamn thing about this business. As a matter of fact, you're not even good at this business. You have been late on your assignments, and the ones you've put in recently have been piss poor. At first, I thought it was because of Meg's death, but now I wonder if it's because you have no fucking idea what you're doing.
I guess that makes two of us.
Nick, get the hell out of my office before I fire you, and you'll be watching my segments from the fucking inner city.
You can't fire me.
Okay, you're fired.
Okay, I'm not leaving.
Get the hell out of my office, or I'll get security.
You can't do anything to me, Bill.
Oh yeah? And why is that?
Because I don't work for you. I work for your boss.
What are you talking about?
I work for the FBI. They sent me here to keep an eye on you, to keep you on track. My resume is forged. I never took journalism before, nor did I have any journalist experience. I am an agent of the government, just like you.
Bill stood up from his desk. He was visibly shaken by Nick's statements.
Why are you telling me this? You know I'll go right to them and tell them that you are betraying them.
Yes, you could. But I could go public that you worked together with Meg to organize the ceremony to provoke a Monkey King response, and that you gave her a tracker to find the Monkey King, which led her to release the report on your show. You would be deemed a traitor too. If our bosses killed Meg for that interview, what would they do to you?
Alex was waiting in the compound. It was near empty.
When are they coming back?
I don't know. They said it was an important operation, so it will probably take a lot of time.
Did they tell you what they were doing?
No, same as you. Something about the protest, but nothing else. They were worried about one of us being undercover, so that way nobody will rat out on them.
I shot Ziegler. How could they not trust me to not share information?
Sarah came rushing in towards Alex.
They're burning themselves again!
What are you talking about?
Josh, he ordered them to self-immolate in the protest. The one about the reporter?
He did what? He ordered our friends to kill themselves?
I didn't know he was going to do it. I just saw it on the news.
Jesus Christ, who all went with him?
I don't know. Too many. I didn't know he was going to do this. What the fuck is he doing? What is he doing?
He's ruining everything. This is bad.
Alex started scattering around the headquarters. He needed to tell Ava she just lost her friend Pete, and now she just lost more. Alex went to her bunk, but she wasn't there. He went to her usual spot, but she wasn't there. Alex had a thought, a haunting thought.
Where is Ava?
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
Ava. Ava, where is she? Has anyone seen Ava?
I saw her earlier today.
Where? When? Tell me.
She was leaving with the rest of the group with Josh. She said she wanted to be a part of something bigger than herself. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm really sorry.
No, it can't be. She wouldn't just leave. She wouldn't have just volunteered like that. How could she not tell me? I was her only friend. Why would she do this? Why would she burn herself alive?
She said, if you knew about the mission, Alex, you would have stopped it. You would have convinced her not to go, and the rest of the group not to go.
Alex could barely hear the words spoken to him. He felt as though he was about to faint. He fell to one knee, his body weak and his mind disoriented. Alex closed his eyes as he collapsed to the ground.